Helen here with Eyes on the Game. I'm here at the MGM, and look who I just found, Mr. Dillian Whyte, coming off a rematch victory over Derek Chisora. First off, big weekend, Pacquiao versus Broner. What are your thoughts?
You know what? It's an amazing fight. You know, firstly, credit due to both men for taking this fight because it's a real crossroad fight. You know, where does the loser go in this fight? You know, it's very much a 50-50 fight in my opinion because both men's got so much positive going into this fight. You know, it's a weird one because Pacquiao got a great work rate, the determination, and the experience most of all. You know, he's fought all different kind of fighters. Seen Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd. He's seen everyone. You know what I mean? So brings a lot. But Broner, he does bring a lot. He brings hand speed into the fight, and he's very tough. He's got a good chin as well, and he also, I believe, he's the bigger puncher going into the fight as well. From a one-punch knockout point of view, but the downside is Pacquiao is 40 now. He's been knocked out a few times. Asian Broner is very lazy, you know, and I think he takes it granted because he's got talent and skills that he doesn't have to work so hard. So I believe it's a very much a 50-50 fight.
And very well said. But if Pacquiao does win, I mean, there have been some rumors here and there that would a Floyd rematch, you know, be next. What are your thoughts? I
don't know. Any fight flies in this is a big fight, but would you really want to see Floyd fight Manny Pacquiao again? Because I believe the fight will go the same. You know, I believe the fight will go the same. You know, I just think the fight's gonna just, you know, Floyd's gonna. But Floyd is a very, very good fighter. You know, I mean, he's very good at controlling the fight. He's very good at letting people box his space, but he's also aging as well, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think both of them is at the age now where they shouldn't, they should just, if you want to be around for much longer, fight young fighters, and credit due to Manny Pacquiao, you know, fighting Adrian Broner.
Yeah. But speaking of big fights, rematches, a lot going on for you. Can you clarify, you know, some rumors? Because Anthony Joshua, I know that's a rematch, you know, that was in the talks. I know you guys last fought back in 2015, but a lot has changed. So what really kind of, you know, is the stance on that right now?
Right now, there's talks about the fight. We were trying to get the fight made for April, but they left the negotiations. We were trying to negotiate them 3 months ago, so we had the fight locked in and secured and ready, so we could start preparing, you know what I mean, have a proper 3-month drug testing, VADA testing, because I'm signed up to the VADA testing, so I'm on random drug testing all year round, you know, he's not. So, you know, we want to get that in place. We want to get the fight good time so we can both train, both build a fight properly. And they came back to us, I think 12 weeks after the fight, within a ridiculous offer, which they know there's no chance we was going to take. So we'll still negotiate and see what can happen, you know, but at the minute, as the fight's done, we're miles off from where we need to be to make the fight happen.
But percentage-wise, can you kind of give us a percentage? Is it, you know, past 50%?
I could never give away a percentage, you know. I could never, as disrespectful on both sides, I can't give away a percentage, but it's low. It's way lower than where my value is, way low. You know, and if you want, listen, I'm top 4 in the world. If you want top 4 guy to fight, you have to pay top 4 money. Simple as that.
And you are riding that 9-fight win streak as well. Yeah,
and I'm the most solid, most consistent pay-per-view guy he's ever fought, you know. I've had 3, all the other guys had 1 and 2, but I've had 3, and 2 of them was last year back-to-back. So, you know, it's about time he realized to get these fights, you're going to have to offer people money, because this is a dangerous fight. I can get knocked out and he can get knocked out. I can beat him and he can beat me. So, you know, you can't simply to take the risk if you're not going to. You know, it's a funny one because 1 minute he said, oh, it's a business, I need to get paid, and after when it's my turn now, it's not a business, you know, it's an opportunity. Listen, you know, that's nonsense, you know.
So they're kind of changing up the words, right?
I'm not a journeyman, I'm a contender, you know. I've worked my way, I've built my way up, and last time we fought, they caught me at the right time and I almost beat him then. I'm a lot better, physically stronger, physically more improved, and mentally as well. So, and he knows, the one advantage I got over everyone else when it comes to him, I can get in his head easily. The other guys, he's a bit more controlling, he can do them, but I just need to say 2 things to him and we'll get in his head and he loses composure and his cool and start acting crazy.
And do you think even right now with the negotiation process that you're kind of getting in his head?
You know, I just know what to say to him, you know, I just know what to say to him and what to do. And vice versa, he says some stuff as well that gets me going as well, but, you know, that's just how it is, you know. There's some fighters That's like Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. They just knew what to say to each other, you know. I'm not comparing myself to them. By the way, happy birthday to Muhammad Ali. Today's his 77th birthday, yeah. But, you know, I just know what to say to him. I don't need to say anything to him. I just look at him. I just look at him a certain way and he just loses composure. And that's a massive danger for them because Joshua's a control freak. And one of the things he does well is control the build-up, the negotiation, the splits and everything like that. With me, he knows he can't do that. It's not easy for him to do that. So worrying for him and his team.
And you did mention the drug testing, the conditions that you want. Were they very receptive about that?
Well, I'd really negotiate 3 months ago. It would have been a natural procedure because I always signed up to VADA testing. I pay my money, and like even at Fort Parker, I had 9 drug testing camp, random, you know, and that's what I've been doing since I signed up to the WBC. It's the only program that's a clean boxing program. I signed up to it straight away. You know, AJ isn't, so it just, you know, I want to feel a fair playing ground when we get into the fight. That's all, you know, 13 weeks, 12 weeks out, you know.
And do you feel that he is the next fight for you? Like, if you don't get this fight or if it's not made right away, you will wait until it gets made?
No, I'll fight, you know. I don't like being inactive. I'll fight. You know, there's Dominic Brazil, you know, and there's Manuel Shaw. There's a few guys out there that, you know, that I'll be interested in fighting. So my team will sit down and we'll see what's the options we have, and now in the next couple of weeks we'll make a decision what we're doing. But I want to get our end of April, early May latest.
And I have spoken to Joseph Parker before. He'd be interested in a rematch. Is that something that interests you?
Right now, Parker don't bring anything for me, nothing at all. You know, he brings nothing at all. If I take that fight, people be like, oh, why are you fighting Joseph Parker again? You know, he bring nothing for me, you know.
When you do end up fighting Anthony Joshua in that rematch, you know, how would this one end differently, and kind of what did you learn from your last fight?
I'll knock him out this time. Last time I'd be in cage, I was boxing the box for. I was with a new trainer, learning a new style, moving and using the jab and stuff. This time I'll take the fight to him. I moved away from my strength a bit. You know, I tried to become all of a sudden this boxer. You know, and I'm a boxer, puncher, fighter. I'm not a boxer. I can box, you know, but I need to use my strength, take the fight to him and let him work and press him back. Because when he gets pressed back, he doesn't do too well.
And do you think that is his biggest weakness?
I think so, you know. If you can get him out of his rhythm and take control away from him, he doesn't do well. But when he's controlling, he's pressing and he's controlling, he'll do well all night long, you know.
Also, though, there are some rumors out that Vladimir Klitschko, there, you know, was supposedly something going on. Can you clarify that?
Vladimir Klitschko don't want no problem. He's definitely coming back.
He is.
He wants to do a free fight deal with the Zone or some nonsense. We offered him the fight, and he said he needs at least 2 warm-up fights before he fight me. So, you know, he's definitely coming back, and he doesn't want to fight him, basically, you know, which is a compliment because someone his record, as long as he's reigning as much a good fighter he is, he's realized how dangerous I've become, you know, from someone who's inspired him and trained with him. You know, he realized how dangerous I've become. He realized that he can't take me for granted, and he needs 2 warm-up fights before he fight me. So that's a massive compliment to me.
Now, do you think he should have stayed retired?
No, he wants to make history. He wants to beat George Foreman's record, and that's after you become champion and you want something to fight and have so much money, it's about history, you know what I mean? And if you get a chance to break history, why not?
I did hear that you are a free agent now, and you do have some meetings, right, with like PBC, Al Heyman?
Yeah, I'm a free agent, you know what I mean? But, you know, when me and Eddie work good together, we do good business together. You know, but, you know, I'm just seeing what options there is. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to sign with anyone or whatever, but I see what options there is. You know what I mean? I want to break into the American market. You know, in England, I'm getting there. I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I want to break into the American market, you know. My last had been on Showtime, one before was on HBO, so it's about time to crack on with the American, coming and the shows in America.
Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, how did you score that fight, and how would you see a rematch go?
Tyson Fury winning by 2 points. You know, I think the rematch is going to be a stinker because both men's going to be very cagey. I believe that the rematch is going to be very cagey, you know. Deontay Wilder tried to box one, Tyson Fury is going to be boxing, and it's going to be, it could just be a barnstormer. They could just go in the first round, so let's see, you know. But a lot of the time rematches are not as good as the first fight, you know.
And lastly, I see you do have an umbrella. How are you enjoying this Las Vegas weather?
I don't mind, man. You know, I just get on with what I gotta do. I don't mind having an umbrella in case it rains. Better to be safe than sorry, as I say.
Oh, exactly. It has been raining hard here. Now, do you have any final words for your fans?
Thanks for all the support, and you know, just keep supporting me. We're working hard and we're trying to deliver these big fights. Let's see what happens in these coming months.